Team, this was nothing but a test. Did we honestly believe that the Miami Heat was going to go down without swinging? The head coach and Eric Spoelstra was going to rally his troops to go out there and compete? Stephen A., you have to realize this. The Miami Heat defense wasn't no slouch. We're talking about Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and P.J. Tucker. Those four guys in itself are an elite class for us defensively. And then you talk about a game plan with Eric Spoelstra. I go back and not revisit Game 6 when a lot of people were criticizing Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter for not getting up shot attempts. But what people wasn't saying was how Eric Spoelstra was sending double teams at Jason Tatum, how he was sending double teams at Jaylen Brown to force others to meet him. And then on another note, Stephen A., when Marcus Smart is at the point guard position, the Celtic offense is so much better. He has been one of the best facilitators in the game today when he is playing his role. I look at some of the shots he had to take in the late game last night when it was late game situation with the shot clock running down. They were denying Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown the ball. He had no choice but to be the other playmaker. They were hugging White or Grant Williams. They wasn't letting them see in the daylight. Big Al Horford had his hands full. You need Marcus Smart to be aggressive. Let me remind you about this. Remember how spectacular Marcus Smart was in Game 2? Do you remember Game 2 of this series when he came back and almost notched a triple-double?
That's
irrelevant. And those same threes that we saw. No, it is relevant because you actually needed that game to actually win the series.
No.
So all I'm telling you,
what I'm saying is, when I say it's irrelevant, what I'm saying is it's relevant if we're sitting here calling Marcus Smart some scrub that can't play. We know he can ball, and we know that he's had a multitude of moments where he's put on display that he could ball. But there are also times where his decision-making in late-game situations are highly questionable, and last night was one of those times. It wasn't just about them getting doubled. It wasn't just about them getting blitzed. Sometimes they didn't milk the clock. Sometimes they rushed it. You had a 13-point lead with 3.5 minutes left. Time is on your side. There were times they were walking the ball up the court. There were other times where they were running up the court and just jacking up shots. And you're looking at them and saying, what are you doing? Time is on your side. Milk the clock. Soak it. Do what you have to do. We know that Miami's defense is elite. We get all of that. But a 13-point lead with 3.5 minutes left. There's a 13-point lead with 3.5 minutes left. You went against them 6 previous games. You were 3-3. You went against them for the most part until the last 3.5 minutes of the game, and then you almost lost it. So I'm just saying that I walked away looking at the Boston Celtics, clearly respecting them, understanding they lived up to my expectations, that they won the conference. We get all of that. But in the end, some of those late game decisions, I'm saying against Golden State, that ain't going to cut the mustard. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying to you, Stephen A., is play the game to win, not to lose. Don't get conservative. Don't sit up here and try to milk the clock. Continue to play through and how you've been playing. The Boston Celtics got the 13-point lead because, yep, I understand that, but they got the lead, Stephen A., by the pace of their offense. That's how they got the lead. They were pushing the pace. They wasn't letting the Miami Heat defense get set. You have to play through that. I done seen numerous of times. Hell, I done been a part of a team where the Clippers had a 7 or 8 point lead on us when we was in Oklahoma City, and they were up by 7 or 8 points with a minute and a half, and we walked it down. A 13-point lead ain't nothing. That ain't comfort. You got to continue to just keep playing, and you live and die with what got you there. And that's what the Celtics do. Now, look,
the way you're talking is like it's 48 minutes of the game. It's 46 minutes that have passed by. And if you got a 10-point lead, keep running the ball up the court. Come on, man. Don't act like you don't make adjustments according to the position that you're in and the comfort that you have with a particular lead. You do make those decisions.
Okay, well, Stephen A., let's not act like the Warriors are just great at handling the ball.
I didn't say that, but we're talking about the Boston Celtics.
But all I'm telling you is this: play your game. Play your game. At the end of the day, is to go out there and get a win. Right. And again, me and you come on here, and here you are. We're talking about offense. We're talking about offense. I see you in person, and I keep telling you,